Hello friends, in last lecture we discussed about the shape factor and shape factor algebra, right? Heat exchange between non-black bodies, right? So the black body concept is only idealization which serves a standard for the performance of the real body. So in engineering application, most of surface do not behave like a black body which absorb the entire incident. This is only idea to solve the other problems. The real surface do not absorb whole incident radiation. A part will be reflected back to the radiant surface. For this we'll draw heat exchange between black bodies. For this we'll draw the simple diagram. It is very simple diagram. Suppose this is plane 1 plane, this is plane 2, right? Suppose this is alpha 1 epsilon 1 T1, alpha 2 epsilon 2 T2, right? This is absorptivity, this is emissivity, this is temperature of first surface, this is about second surface. Suppose E1 is the emission from this one plane to other plane. Some part will get absorbed, that is alpha 2 E1, and some part will get reflect to itself, that is 1 minus alpha 2 E1, right? Here also some part will get absorbed, and this is alpha 1 minus alpha 2 E1, and then some part will get reflect, right? This part become 1 minus alpha 1 into another bracket 1 minus alpha 2 E1, and here also some part will get absorbed, that is alpha 2 1 minus alpha 1 minus alpha 2 E1, right? And here some part will get reflect. We have to repeat this process, that is 1 minus alpha 1 minus alpha 2 bracket square E1, here alpha 1 minus alpha E1 1 minus alpha 2 bracket square, and some part will get reflect, right? And this again absorb. The reflected part becomes 1 minus alpha 1 square bracket square 1 minus alpha 2 bracket square E1, and this is alpha 2 1 minus alpha 1 bracket square 1 minus alpha 2 bracket square E1, right? This process continues, means that existing bodies not absorb total incident radiation, right? So consider for infinite parallel planes, we have to derive equation for infinite parallel planes. Infinite, this is for non-black bodies. Infinite parallel planes, for infinite parallel planes. For this assumptions are made, the configuration factor of each of either surface is unity, so this is parallel to each other. There is non-absorbing medium in between the surface, and emissive and reflective properties are constant all over the surfaces. So in above figure, we have discussed it. Surface 1 emits and some part will get absorbed, some retreat. The amount of energy that has left surface 1 per unit time we have to calculate. This is left energy. This side we can write as Q1 is equals to E1 into bracket alpha 1 into 1 minus alpha 2 E1 plus alpha 1 minus alpha 1 minus alpha 2 bracket square E1 plus alpha 1 minus alpha 1 bracket square, right? 1 minus alpha 2 bracket square E1, and as so on. So E1 minus we can write as alpha 1 minus alpha 2 E1, we can take common 1 plus 1 minus alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2 plus 1 minus alpha 1 square 1 minus alpha 2 square dash 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 dash. So we can write as this for this E1 minus alpha 1 into bracket 1 minus alpha 2 E1 into bracket 1 plus z plus z square plus dash 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 dash. So z is equals to 1 minus alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2. This is the value of z. Instead of this value we have taken z, right? So as when z is less than 1, so series extended to infinity gives this series z plus z square dash 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 gives 1 by 1 minus z. So q1 is equals to E1 minus alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2 E1 divided by 1 minus z. So q1 is equals to E1 common, we'll take E1 common, 1 minus this is alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2 divided by 1 minus, what is the value of this? 1 minus alpha 1 z value 1 minus alpha 2. So q1 is equals to, we can write as q1 E1. So taking cross multiplication, right? So 1 minus alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2 then minus alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2 divided by denominator 1 minus alpha 1 1 minus alpha 2, right? Then for this q1 is equals to E1 into bracket, right? We can write as for the instead of this alpha 1 and alpha 2, by the law we can write as 1 minus into bracket 1 minus Kirchhoff's law 1 minus emissivity minus emissivity 1 minus emissivity 2 divided by 1 into minus 1 minus emissivity 1 minus emissivity of 2, right? So by solving this E1 is equals to, we got emissivity 2 divided by emissivity 1 plus emissivity 2 minus emissivity 1 emissivity 2 q1 to 2. This is net heat transfer in the form of emissivity, right? Similarly for surface 2 also we can calculate q2 is equals to E2 emissivity 2 emissivity 1 emissivity 1 emissivity 2 minus emissivity 1 emissivity of 2, right? For second surface also we can write as this. The net heat flow, we have to calculate the net heat flow. So net heat flow q12 is equals to q1 minus q2, right? So which is equals to we can write as E1 emissivity 2 divided by emissivity 1 emissivity 2 minus emissivity 1 emissivity 2 minus E2 emissivity 1 divided by emissivity 1 emissivity 2 minus emissivity 1 emissivity 2. Denominator is common, so we can write as for this put the values of E1 and E2 in the form of sigma and T by the Stefan-Boltzmann law, right? So we can write as emissivity 1 emissivity 1 sigma T1 raised to 4 emissivity 2 minus emissivity 2 sigma T2 raised to 4 emissivity 1 divided by emissivity 1 plus emissivity 2 minus emissivity 1 emissivity 2. So we can write as emissivity 1 emissivity 2 divided by emissivity 1 plus emissivity 2 emissivity 1 emissivity 2 into sigma into bracket T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4. So this we can write as Q1 to 2 is equals to F1 to 2 sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4, where F is equals to F1 to 2 is equals to emissivity 1 emissivity 2 divided by emissivity 1 emissivity 2 minus emissivity 1 emissivity 2. This is called as interchange factor. Interchange factor. While solving the problem, we have to find out this. This is a general formula. We can rearrange this again. F1 to 2 is equals to 1 upon infinity 1 upon emissivity 2 minus 1. This is again this is called as interchange factor, right? While solving the problem, we have to calculate this first, then T1 and T2 are given. Stephen Boltzmann law constant we have 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8. Again we'll discuss for this is for a plane parallel bodies, then infinite long cylinder. Infinite long cylinder. So for the infinite long cylinder, I'll write the formula for interchange factor directly, because there is no derivation asked in examination. 1 upon infinity 1 plus a1 divided by a2 1 upon infinity 2 minus 1, where a1 is the surface area and a2 is the surface area. a1 is the internal surface area of the cylinder, a2 is the external surface area of the cylinder, and this we have to find out interchange factor. The formula for this Q1 to 2 is equals to F1 to 2 interchange factor A1 sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4. For 2 to 1 we have to change the formula, right? For small gray bodies, consider two small gray bodies. The energy emitted A1 emissivity 1 sigma T1 raised to 4 like this. So by the reciprocity theorem we can write as F1 to 2 A1 F2 to 1 to 2 T1 raised to 4 T2 raised to 4, right? I will show you the configuration and interchange factors. So here this is infinite parallel plane configuration. This is the formula for interchange factor. F1 to 2 is always unity for each. Infinite long concentric cylinder, this is the formula. Here this is small enclosed, this is this large by small and 2 rectangular. This is the interchange factor. While solving the numerator, it is very numericals, it is very important. So we will discuss next tomorrow electrical network analogy for the thermal radiation. Thank you very much.